whatever they're dealing with, or at least take time to talk about it. If you want to stick out on a campus drenched in red, you go with the clashing Christmas color and really take it up a notch.
We have had people say, this doesn't match with my backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
You can't miss that.
We just kind of roll our eyes and keep going, but...
But it's hardly standing out when thousands of students
3,100 and some.
are making the same fashion statement, a trend started by Conlin Bass.
Lime green's a catchy color, like it gets people's attention.
A lime green bandana tied to a backpack is also tied to a message.
A show of support for someone who might be struggling, who might not be getting that support from somewhere else. Just seeing a bandana, that's one person that cares about me on a gigantic campus.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.
Fact is, any student who is struggling is far from alone.
By the time a UW-Madison student will graduate, 1 in 10 will have at least considered suicide. And that's crazy to me that it's that high of a number. That's 10% of a 40,000 person campus. And like, it's nice that people are actually talking about this stuff now.
Yeah, it is.
Conlin knew the compassion on campus runs deep.
Have you heard of the bandana project before?
I actually have.
He just needed to give people a way to show it.
So yeah, you can just tie that on your backpack.
Like, really show it.
I had to. Yeah, I couldn't not care about this stuff with all the stuff that my family and I has gone through.
When Conlin was a freshman in high school, his uncle took his own life.
And there's a lot of guilt involved. It causes those who are left behind a lot more pain, I'd say.
Then, in his senior year, Conlin lost a friend to suicide as well.
They didn't see an end to the pain, and escaping that pain was more important to them than pretty much anything. And what I remember most on those days is the response from my family, just having them be there for me, having us be there for each other.
Together, they realized they weren't alone in their grief.
Until I was affected by it directly, in like one of the first major events of my life, I'd say, I just didn't really know that it was as big of an issue as it is. Having the bandana on your backpack just means that you carry a few resource cards. Well, I'm not grateful for everything, but I definitely think that good things have come from it. Seeking help is normal, and it's becoming something that more students can do more freely.
Through the chapter of the National Alliance on Mental Illness on UW-Madison's campus, Conlin started the Bandana Project, a way to encourage the conversations many people don't want to have.
I think a lot of people are reluctant to talk about suicide just because they're afraid they might say the wrong thing or ask the wrong question, but it's always better to be talking about it, removing the stigma. Having the bandana just means that you carry those cards and you're willing to be a resource if you're ever approached for them. So
each bandana comes with resource cards listing places to go for help and ways to talk someone through some of their struggles.
So having the bandana just means that you carry them and you're willing to pass them out if you're approached.
If nothing else, Conlin wants the students, the staff, even the most popular guy on campus.
Thank you so much, Bucky.
Thanks, Bucky.
To know there's always someone willing to talk.
I had people say that seeing the bandanas on campus was a really strong show of support in a time when they really needed it. Super simple, yeah. And I think like that's plenty.
Conlin's Army of Neon, 1,000 strong and growing.
Thank you for signing up.
All right.
If I think about it too much, I'll get emotional talking about it, but
So mental health becomes a movement no Badger can miss.
just every time you see one on a backpack, it just brightens your day. Because again, that's somebody who cares and somebody who's on campus to help make a difference, and that's not nothing, it's better.
So Conlin has already helped launch successful efforts at the University of Minnesota and Iowa State University, among other college campuses. He says if anyone at a high school, middle school, college campus, or a community group wants to start their own bandana project, his team can help get them started. As always, you can find